Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with Follow a Sketch February, day 22. So Follow a Sketch February is through Scrapping Reflections on Facebook, and you can also go to State Goddess on YouTube, and she has all of the videos there with the sketches. And today's sketch is this 2-page spread. And I think that says Cheryl something, but I can't tell. A lot of these, I think, may be screenshots, but I'm not sure. I mean, I screenshot them so that I can keep up with which day everything is for. But, you know, when you zoom in, it looks like it says Cheryl O, maybe in something. Ooh, I wish I knew. So, I am going to do the 2-page spread, and I am going to do some circles. I don't do a lot of them. I just had this conversation a couple of days ago with one of the sketches that we had. So, but I did go ahead and cut a couple pictures that I was okay with being in circles. And so it looks like lots and lots of layers and some great picture opportunities. And so there is the sketch. Zoom in for myself. I thought that I would go ahead and use my Bella Boulevard Make Your Mark, because I'm using a lot of pink in this layout because of the pictures, and I will share those in a moment. So I thought I used a little bit of this. I got this from Tuesday Morning not that long ago, and I've only used one set of papers out of here, and I have 3 sets of the stickers because they were on sale at Tuesday Morning about a month or 2 ago for $1.57. So I went ahead and got them. And then when I got this collection, it came with another one. So I have 3 of them. So I have lots and lots of these Make Your Mark by Bella Boulevard Fundamentals sticker sheets, which I'm excited about. So I will definitely be using some things on here and maybe these alphas. So there is that. I'm trying not to mess with the packaging too much because it is so noisy. So I'm going to be doing a birthday layout. Can you tell? So I pulled these before I picked the papers because that's the way I do things. I'm a little backwards. So I may or may not use some of these things depending on what I can use on my Make Your Mark. So, but I wanted to pull these because they were predominantly pink, and that is what I'm going for. And it is a birthday party, so I thought I would have these available. I've got Recollections, I've got Jolie's by You, I've got Miss Grossman's, Dollar Store, Stickopotamus, some more Stickopotamus. And then I cut this on my Cricut. I thought I would use it where they have this, what could be stitching. I thought I would use it in that area. So I have this, like I said, I cut it on my Cricut. And these are my pictures. And I went ahead and, like I said, and cut 2 of them into circles. And this one is cut off, so it's going to be tucked behind a picture, so that's fine. So I have all of that ready to roll. And so I'm ready to get started. So I've got some paper and stickers. I've got my pictures, some embellishments, and I have my sketch. So let's see how this goes. So the first thing I did was get out all the papers and determine what I wanted as my base. So originally I thought that I would use those 2 pink polka dots and use those as the base page. Then I decided that I didn't want to use both of those. I wanted a little difference, and I would use one of the polka dot and one of the stripe. And I'm going to change my mind again. I'm good at that. So I set all that aside and start looking for the layers. What I want to do is my layers. There's a border strip in the middle of the layout, and I want to find that. So that's the first thing I did, was determine which border strip I was going to use. So I picked this black one with gold. The colors from this birthday party were pink, white, and black. There's a little silver like bling bling, so I do bring some of that in, but I also add the gold. Then I picked this one paper that I like both sides. It's got green on one side and floral on the other, and I'm going to use both sides so that I'm only using one sheet paper. And then I get this, I decide I want to use white as my base. And I love that I made that choice because I like the contrast of the pinks and the black and everything on the white. So after I get all my pieces cut down, all of those, the two florals and then the two green pieces that I lay down right there, all of those are 3 inches approximately. The two laying horizontal are 3 inches, and then one of them is a smidge more than 3. And then the black pieces are 2.5 inches because I wanted to tuck a little, so I got those tucked in. This is my new Scotch runner. I thought I'd try it. I got it at Michael's today. I've not used it before. This is my first time. It reminds me of those Hermie or Hermé or whatever they were called. It used to be my favorite adhesives. And so I thought I would really enjoy these. Probably not. I think I will get an actual tape runner and not a, this has square adhesives. Not that you can't tell that. And I just don't like the way that you never know when it's coming out. So I will probably use this up and just keep it for if I come across some good priced refills. But I think I'm going to order myself an actual adhesive runner. I'm getting a little tired of the double-sided tape. I do like using it for like taping down corners after I've attached them, which is what I'll do when I go back and fix the corners of these, because like I just use it on the top. But I felt like for the videos it would be easier if I used one of these runners. It makes it quicker. Less cutting out of the adhesives. So I took the left and, I took the right layout and moved it to the left so that I could set it next to the right one so I could determine where I wanted to put that black piece so it was even with the other one. And then I laid the right one over the left one so I could see how much of the black was coming out from behind the green so that they'd be reasonably even. That's my way of measuring. Yep, I know. I could totally get a ruler, and I am using a mat that has a ruler on it, but, you know, ay. So I get those all laid down, and then I'm going to lay these down. I do realize after the fact that I cut my strips here shorter than they are on the layout, and that's okay. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I guess I could lay the other pieces down, but I like the way it turns out. Plus, the ends are mostly covered with a picture, at least on the left layout. I almost forget my circle. I look back at my sketch to see what else I need to do, and I'm like, oh. So luckily, not only is the one good thing about these tape, the squares, is that they are repositionable at first, and then they become permanent. So I pull up a little bit of the green and put that pink circle that I cut on my Cricut underneath. I really like the way that it looks, and luckily it is almost a perfect match for the paper I picked. See, sometimes I get really lucky, and when this rando planning of mine happens and it works, I get really excited, and then sometimes it goes sideways and I have to adjust, but that's okay. Luckily, this worked out really well. I really like the way that that looks, and it adds, there's circles in a lot of different places on the layout, or at least round, like the florals and everything are round, and then I'm going to add some embellishments that are also round. It took me a little longer to get these daggone things laid down. I could have laid those first before I put down the other strips, but I don't ever do anything the easy way. It's just not my style, guys. So I want to get them even because these are going to be in a book that is bound. And so they will be pretty close to each other, and I'd like them to be pretty close to even, so that they look pretty fluent in the page. And so I get those tucked in there, And after I get that down, I am ready to mat my pictures. I have to move, see how they're repositionable. There you go. Good gracious. Whew, I did this entire layout in 40 minutes. I call my mother every night, and my alarm was going to go off to call her in 40 minutes. And so I was pretty much racing the clock to get this done before the alarm went off, but which would have stopped my recording. And I don't know how to splice videos together just yet. I'm working on it. So anyway, so I get the paper out that I want to use to mat my first picture. And I'm going to go ahead and use the back of that black and gold text print. And I mat the main picture, which is my mother-in-law and her birthday cake, on that black and white little circle-y bits it's going on that left side. And I ink it with a bright pink ink pad. This is just from Hobby Lobby. I got a set of like 12 miniature ink pads, and this is exactly what I use them for mostly, is inking the sides, because my Tim Holtz is not a vast array of colors, and so now with the ones from Hobby Lobby, I have at least the rainbow if I need it. So I do not mat the circle pictures for multiple reasons, but mainly because I didn't really want to take away, especially this one of the cake, I didn't want to take away from the main picture on this page. And the picture on the other page is so dang cute, it's hard to miss, so it didn't need any extra help. So I also ink the other layout, the other two pictures that I put down. Now look at that. And I don't mean me, I mean my niece. Look how doggone cute she is. Ugh. So I get that tucked in the little part that was flat from where it couldn't be. I wanted it to be a little bit bigger than a 4-inch circle because it would have cut part of her head off, and I obviously didn't want that. So I made it a little bigger and just had my side was a little flat, so I just tucked that under. So it is time to get out the embellishments now that my pictures are down. Like I said, I have 3 of these, so I try and use what I can from this first sheet that's mostly used. I take this little banner and tuck it in under the bottom picture. And that banner is the same pattern as the flowers. And then I take that little black heart and tuck that in up at the top. And that is the flip-flop pattern from the mat on the main picture on the left layout. I like to bring each pattern onto the other side. And since most of them are already there, because that's how I did the layers, it's just the embellishments. So I get this little pink heart and I just put that up there with the black heart. And what other fabulousness have I already put over here? So I titled this The Big 60, and I try and just put that 60 under the word big, and it just doesn't look right. Then I think I'll put it on the green paper, still doesn't look right. So I take a piece of that green paper and I mat it like a big mat on a piece of the black text print, and then I put the 60 on top of that. And so that stands out, brings that collection of papers down to the bottom and helps the numbers stand out as well. And I put this little happy circle up there on the top left and changed my mind. I want to put this fearless banner up here by my mother-in-law and then tuck the happy circle over on the right layout. In the sketch, there is another picture over there, and I did not put that on there, so I felt like that little circle was even better there. I get these 3 little hearts, and I put them on that vast spot of white. I have a hard time with white, and one of the layouts that I want to scrap lift is my friend Jill's, and she uses a lot of white in the back of her layouts, and they're gorgeous. And I'm going to have to make myself do it because it's weird for me to leave all that empty space. But man, her layouts are stunning. So I'm going to do it. I am definitely going to do it. So I get that little flap down, put it up there in the picture on the top right layout. And then I have this balloon, and it is a shiny hot pink. It says happy birthday. I wanted to bring in the birthday aspect. So I put that over there on top of the cake, and on that same sticker sheet are these little hearts. So I bring those to the right layout, and that way I have that same hot pink on both sides. Then I have this collection from Recollections, and I have this balloon that's got that same hot pink, so I put that down. And then I have a little cake that I put down by the cake, and a little birthday hat I put up there by the birthday girl's picture. And so that's got some blue in it, but so does this paper with the flowers. So I am okay with that. And then there's some yellow that got brought in, but that's also on the paper, so I'm okay with that. And then I find this circle that says B, and so now I have that little circle collection by my niece's picture says Be Happy. And I think, oh, and there's a gold arrow. I wanted to add an arrow in because I have the arrows on the little banner or border strip. So I put this arrow right here and find a little pink heart to put there as well. You can't see it very well in this video, but I could see it perfectly fine in person. And then I look and I look and I look and I try and decide if there's anything else. And I think I'm really good with this. So here's the sketch, and then I'm going to show you the up-close pictures. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all will come back. If you have not subscribed or liked, please do. And I hope you all get a chance to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping!